Jelly Roll tried to keep going, but midway through the interview, the emotion became too much, and the moment changed everything. When Jelly Roll sat down for what seemed like a routine interview, no one, least of all the singer himself, expected what would unfold next. Known for his raw honesty, gravelly voice, and music that cuts straight to the soul, Jelly Roll has never shied away from vulnerability. But this time was different. Mid-conversation, the artist visibly struggled to hold himself together, his emotions spilling out in a moment so real, so unfiltered, that it left viewers stunned and deeply moved. Subscribe now for breaking celebrity news updates. The room fell quiet as Jelly Roll paused, his voice cracking. What began as a discussion about music and success suddenly transformed into a deeply personal moment that revealed the heavy emotional weight he's been carrying. Fans watching quickly realized this wasn't performative emotion, it was genuine, unscripted, and impossible to ignore. For years, Jelly Roll has built a career on telling his truth. His lyrics often explore pain, redemption, and the long road to self-acceptance. But seeing those emotions surface in real time, without a melody or stage lights to buffer the impact, hit differently. As he spoke, his words slowed, his eyes welled up, and he took a long pause, clearly fighting back tears before ultimately breaking down. What triggered the emotional moment wasn't a single dramatic question, but rather a reflection on his journey. Jelly Roll spoke about where he came from, the mistakes he's made, and the people who stood by him when he didn't believe in himself. He admitted that for a long time, he never imagined he would reach this level of success, let alone survive long enough to see it. That realization alone was overwhelming. The artist explained that achieving his dreams didn't erase the pain of the past. Instead, it brought new emotions to the surface, gratitude mixed with guilt, pride mixed with disbelief. He spoke about how success sometimes forces you to confront the parts of yourself you thought you'd buried. As the interview continued, Jelly Roll opened up about the pressure of being seen as a source of hope for others. Fans often tell him his music saved their lives, helped them through addiction, or gave them strength during dark moments. While deeply grateful, Jelly Roll admitted that carrying those stories can be emotionally heavy. He feels a responsibility to stay strong, not just for himself, but for everyone who looks to him as proof that change is possible. That responsibility, he revealed, is both a blessing and a burden. "I want to be worthy of that," he shared, his voice trembling. "I don't ever want to let people down." It was in that moment that the weight of expectation became painfully clear. This wasn't just an artist overwhelmed by emotion, it was a human being grappling with the magnitude of his influence. The breakdown reached its peak when Jelly Roll spoke about his family. He reflected on how his past choices affected the people he loves most and how deeply he values the chance to do better now. He described moments of fear of losing everything, fear of repeating old patterns, fear of not being enough despite outward success. Viewers could see the internal conflict play out on his face. The room remained silent, giving him space to collect himself, but the emotion lingered. It was a reminder that healing isn't linear and that even those who appear confident and fulfilled still have moments of vulnerability. Social media reacted instantly. Clips from the interview spread rapidly, with fans praising Jelly Roll for his honesty and courage. Many commented that seeing a public figure openly express emotion made him feel less alone. Others shared their own stories, saying the interview encouraged them to confront feelings they'd been avoiding. What resonated most with audiences was the authenticity. There was no attempt to clean up the moment or rush past it. Jelly Roll allowed himself to feel, and in doing so, gave others permission to do the same. In an industry often criticized for being superficial, this moment stood out as profoundly human. Industry insiders also weighed in, noting that Jelly Roll's openness is part of what sets him apart. While many artists carefully curate the public image, Jelly Roll has consistently chosen transparency over polish. This interview only reinforced that reputation, showing that his music isn't just storytelling, it's lived experience. As he regained composure, Jelly Roll acknowledged that moments like this are uncomfortable but necessary. He spoke about the importance of emotional awareness and not suppressing feelings just to appear strong. His message was simple but powerful: growth requires honesty, even when it hurts. Fans noticed how the interviewer handled the moment with respect, allowing space rather than pushing for more. That quiet pause became one of the most impactful parts of the conversation. Sometimes, the absence of words says more than any question ever could. Looking back, this interview may become a defining moment in Jelly Roll's career, not because of controversy or headlines, but because of connection. It reminded audiences why his music resonates so deeply. His strength has never come from pretending he's unbreakable, but from acknowledging that he isn't. In a world where vulnerability is often mistaken for weakness, Jelly Roll proved the opposite. His emotional breakdown wasn't a collapse, it was a release. A moment of truth that cut through noise and performance, landing squarely in the hearts of those watching. As the interview wrapped up, Jelly Roll offered a final reflection, emphasizing gratitude. Despite the pain, despite the struggles, he expressed appreciation for the journey and the people who believed in him when he couldn't believe in himself. That gratitude, he said, is what keeps him grounded. For fans, the interview served as more than entertainment. It was a reminder that healing is ongoing, that emotions don't disappear with success, and that it's okay to feel deeply. Jelly Roll didn't just share his story, he shared his humanity. In the end, what made the moment unforgettable wasn't the tears themselves, but what they represented: honesty, accountability, and the courage to be seen as you truly are. And for many watching, that honesty was exactly what they needed to hear. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe Talent Zone Updates YouTube channel for more update news. What was your favorite moment from the show? Let us know in the comments.